The clarinets have been working very hard this quarter on going over the break. And in the book that we use at the beginning of Opus 5, there are some wonderful exercises that are fun to play and fun to listen to as we're working on adding the register key and going over the break. Okay, so clarinets, let's do... So even though we'll keep moving through the book, this is always a good page to come back to for the clarinets. This first page of Opus 5. All right, so let's just do the first one. What's the first note, that low note? A, okay. And then we're going to pop the register key and play E, okay? So let's try that. Okay, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, what we want to do though is not stop the air, keep the air going very fast, just pop the thumb, okay? So don't try to get so that there's no space between that low A and the low E, okay? Better than that. So there's no space between those two notes. We just pop the register key open, okay? And don't stop the air. Again, 1, 2, ready, and go. Okay, and squeaks are okay, right? Because we're just working, we're just practicing and getting this. And why did it squeak just now? Somewhere there was a leak, just like when I did it. Okay, that's why I did it, just to show you that. So make sure that you keep those fingers seated. Does it help to push harder? Yes. No. Just make sure you get things sealed very nicely, okay? Let's jump down and let's try one with the pinkies. Let's do, actually, let's just go low for a second. And I just want you to add your third finger, A to G. Just do that for me. Ready? A. Just feel the first joint, the fleshy part of your finger fit down in the hole. Okay, and then finally we're going to add your low F key. Okay, so let's go back to A again. Listen. Let's see if we can make it a nice big sound on that low F. So we're going to add our ring finger and then add our pinky for F. Ready? And A. Pop it. So that last step then, we're going to get the holes all covered, add the pinky, and then pop the register key. And what note do we get? Do you remember? Going from F. Yes. Okay, that jumps us up to the C. Okay, here we go. Ready? A, G, F. Pop the register key. Just slur it all. Keep the ear going. Ready? And A. Good. Yeah. Hey, nice. Getting better, huh? I won't embarrass you. I'm sorry. Okay, turn to 5.27. So it's always good to start off with the clarinets. And now I know this is unique from all the other instruments, but to get them covering the holes, adding the pinkies, adding this pinky to low E even, and then getting them to pop the register key. And that's just a great way to start their lesson, and you can use that first page as some of that as well to get them going on that. All right, so clarinets, I want to skip all the way to the very end of this, and I want you to look at the last 4 notes of the Sorcerer's Apprentice. Okay, now can you figure out what's the name of the first note there? D. D, and the second one? E. What's that little thing in front of the E?
Natural.
Natural. So we're just playing E there. And then what?
F sharp.
And then G. Okay, so these are all 4 notes over the break that we've been working on a little bit, but now we've got all 4 of them in a row without any low notes in between. Okay, so let's put your fingers on D, the first note. And we got all the holes covered, right? Register key is popped. Then what's next? E. Show me E. And then F sharp. This is where we're going to mess up, right? D, E, we just want to lift and leave our first finger down, but we got to go middle for F sharp, and then G, right? Okay, so let's see if we can get the D out. Mara, can you play the D for us? Okay, let's get your chin up just a little bit. Remember to keep your chins flat, corners firm, right? Nice and tall. Play the D. Ready, and. Okay, now let's start just slur. And just slur those 4 notes. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, what do we say about that 3rd note? The 3rd note is not F, but F middle, right? Okay, one more time. Slur them. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, let's get our fingers set a little bit better before we try that again. Posture up. Ready, playing position. Holes are covered. Ready, and go. Alright, so we're going to leave this one out altogether, right? D, E, F sharp. Right? Leave the middle finger. Okay, now what are we supposed to do though instead of slurring on these notes? Huh? Use words. What does regularly mean? Are we going to slur them? No, we're going to tongue them. Thank you. Tongue, and we're not just going to tongue them, we're going to do what? Accent. So we're going to emphasize the notes, not just tongue the notes, right? So we're going to go from to tonguing to accenting with a little emphasis at the beginning of each bar. Okay, so try it with tonguing now. All right? 1, 2, 3, 1, ready, and tongue. Okay, now, do you have any other notes where we have to go, where we have to use our register key on this song? C, and what else? Okay, let's play the first 2 measures. We're jumping from G, no fingers, to, in the second measure, we're playing D, all the holes are covered, right? Right, with the rest. And so you get 2 beats to set your fingers so you can get a clear D. Just those first 2 measures. G, rest, rest. D, ready, and go. 2, 3. Again, try to get those fingers seated before we ever attack the D. One more time. 1, ready, and go. 2, 3. 2, good. That was clean. And it keeps getting better all the time. Good. We're out of time.